Aliyu Audu, a former senior special assistant to President Bola Tinubu on public affairs. He's resigned from his role in the presidency, stating his intention to actively campaign against Tinubu's re-election in 2027. Barrister, what is going on with Tinubu's northern cabinet members? They seem to be resigning from his, and probably this one is the one that is even coming because it's raw about it. What do you think is his grievance? The intention, motive behind, the cause behind this resignation?
What I've just talked about the grievance of the core north against
you think that was
against
part
Tinubu. That grievance is spawning the coalition against Tinubu, and some people are making calculations. Why not jump ship? Some people actually believe that the coalition will be able to drive Tinubu from power. So why not join them early? Why do I wait until the last moment?
Barrister, I just can't. I don't know. I'm finding it difficult for me to believe that matured people, politicians, powers that be, will actually believe this. That
a lot of people believe it.
I don't get it.
A lot of people in the north. You see, you have to get the fact that there is a conditioning here that has been there since our independence of people who believe that they are the ones that make or make the leader of Nigeria, that they have the power to make you or not to unmake you as far as the leader is concerned. That mentality has been inbuilt for such a long time that it's difficult to remove. As we speak, El-Rufai has been swearing that anybody who believes that Tinubu will win does not know what he's talking about, or has is not thinking well. That is the kind of mentality that has been inbuilt in him for a long time, that once the North decides where power will go, then it is a done deal. So it is going to take some surprises all over again and again to remove that kind of conditioning.
I don't know. Now let me ask you
thinking.
Why I am surprised that it's and I will say it's only a foolish man that will believe, that will have their belief, that have such opinion. Because again, Tinubu never needed the northern votes to validate his victory. All he needed to do was to buy the INEC chairman, buy the system. And what is the system? Who is the system? The system is the one he wasn't even controlling. He wasn't even in control of then. He only had the money to buy it. Now he has the money to not just buy the system, but also control the system. The system is clearly under his whims and caprices as the president and commander-in-chief. And trust me, the way Tinubu plays politics, he has probably bought and paid everyone that is in sensitive key and sensitive positions of electoral process. I don't know, because that's why I keep wondering why these northerners and whoever, apart from northern, even other people from the south, thinks that coalition work against Tinubu, because the reality is speaking otherwise, is projecting otherwise. That's just the truth. So I don't know why they will. I don't expect them to think that way, because Tinubu, like I said, vote will not count. 2027 vote obviously will not count. People should not expect vote to count.
Let me say straight away that one thing I admire about Tinubu is his sagacity when it comes to the nature and way of playing Nigerian politics.
That is it.
He is a master of that one. He knows the stages of politics. In 2023, he was not the president. There was a president. Buhari was the president. The armed forces were there, not controlled by him. The levels of power and influence in Nigeria were not really in his hands. He was going into an election that he knew he had INEC behind him that would eventually declare him. But you needed in that atmosphere, when you did not control the power of the presidency, the armed forces, the security agencies, and other influential, he needed those voices to also line up behind him when INEC does their thing. And he got it. He had to arrange for those voices to back him when INEC have declared him. And he got it. How would you have felt if after INEC had declared the president, who is Buhari, and other big influential began to question the election? It will not sit well, and it may not end up achieving the victory he wants. So he needed those voices to be there for him when the thing has been done. Now, in 2027, he has all those things already. That time he didn't have, now he has. So he can even act with greater impunity now,
Honestly.
knowing that when it comes to, when he has been declared, there will be no influential voice, no voice from security, no voice from anywhere
Honestly.
that will come out to challenge or
that's
to
the point.
say something contrary or to dispute the election or undermine it. So he is a very, very calculating person politically. He always projects, and that is his own advantage over Nigeria, other Nigerian politicians. They think so immediate, something immediate, this thing. He projects it much, much further and plans for it. So that is the reason. Now, he can do away with the North. If he has a coalition to win, the core North, if he has a coalition of the Middle Belt, the South East, South South, and Southwest,
of course.
And then who will challenge? Even if they now shout, you remember Buhari has contested for over 4 times, getting humongous votes from Northwest.
From the Southwest, Northwest, I mean.
It didn't solve his problem. There was no marginal substantial voice against those elections that will undermine its integrity. So there was nothing he could do.
Now,
even when he attempted violence in 2011, it did not go far because there was no support for it. So that is why now he can call their bluff and say, look, if you don't give me the votes, I know where I will get the votes that will land me the president. I know how I will get with INEC that will land me the presidency.
All right, back to this Aliu. Aliu, you said the former senior special assistant. You think there was? I don't think he just resigned because of the northern factor. I think he resigned because of. I think he felt disgruntled. I think something, either he was being sidelined. I wanted to know this, to know the situation behind the scene, what actually prompted me. I don't think, because an average human being, they just believe in themselves. If they are benefiting something, they don't care about the larger society. They just about themselves. Sort of. So I doubt it's just that if he's campaigning again, because for him to come out this clearly immediately after resigning and declared to actually campaign against Tinubu, this is a voice or an action of an aggrieved man, someone who has been offended.
It's very possible. I've been trying to read his body language and read meanings from his statements, but he has not said much. He has actually not said much that will allow us to analyze what happened behind the scenes. We can only talk about it in thinking terms that, one, he may have been marginalized. 2, he may have been genuinely disgruntled with the way things are going. And 3, he may have wanted to jump early on the ship of the coalition, believing, as others have believed, that the coalition is going to land chase Buhari from, chase Tinubu from the president. So there are a couple of reasons that we can speculate about. But what he has said so far has not given us a clear indication of what happened behind the scenes that made him to resign. Of course, it is strange that a public official should step down from the exercise of office in Nigeria. So we believe something must have happened for which he has not really spoken out what really did take place.